name is Ying, and my family name is Cui, which is actually come from Korea. And because my grandfather's grandfather was a Korean. And well, I'm from China, and that is my hometown, Dalian. And it's a peninsula. And these are pictures of Dalian. And the first one is Labor Park, which is located in the middle of Dalian, as same as the Central Park in the New York City. And next is Xinhai Square, which is the largest square in Asia, and it's also the symbol of Dalian. And as you know, when I was 7 years old, I went to Korea, and my parents took this picture when I was in a sports meeting of a private school, and it's a kind of activity that school asks all the grade 1 and grade 2 students to take part in. I call it national dance, but I think it has a specific name of this dance, but I don't know. Whatever it is, I think it's very funny now to see this picture. And after 3 years, I went back to China, and then entered in middle school and high school. And at that period of time, I found that I interested in some logical issues like physics and math, and I'm also interested in design and like some poster. And these two works of what I did in my high school. The first one is like a board, like when at the beginning of the sports meeting, and school asked every class should choose some student to make group and go across the track. And in the front of the group, there's one person who needs to write a word and that represents which grade and the class you are. And at that time I was in grade 3 and class 7. So you see how that represents this. And another one is it's a sort of stage design. I draw it, and someone scan it and print it large size and put it on the stage. And the Chinese character, I don't know how to translate it, but if I have to, I want to say like dance since you are young. Next. So after I graduated from the high school, I went to Shanghai. DSU is short for the Donghua University, which I graduated from, and my major is industrial design. And after graduation from that school, and I make my portfolio, and I will show you some of my products. The first one is a pancake, or you can use it as a small storage case. And these are the process of my product. First, I draw in a computer, and I build a cube, and which is a model, and I pictured it in a single angle, and then I put them together in the computer, and I change the angle of these three surface, make it become a perfect square. And So I just use it as a reference of my work, and I use plastic these things, and then like put some color on it. And this is my final pictures of this product. And next is table chair design. And you see that it can be used as a chair with a desk. And if you turn it around, it can be a bigger desk here. And this is where I got the idea. It's a Chinese character, the pronunciation is qiao, means clever. And use this process that from a figure to a real product. And these are you can use it alone or you can share it. Just you put two of these together and it will become a bigger one. And you can use like this when play game or just want to talk with each other face to face. And if you don't need it, you can put it away like beside a wall and just use it as a bookcase. And this is my final product of when in undergraduate. It's a folding electric bicycle. You know that it can fold like this. And these are some brainstorm of the idea, and I also studied some of the folding mechanism of this system. And next is just some ideas. I choose them three because it comes from humans' hand, which is the most flexible part of the body. And next, and these are some details like how it locks or the battery, where we put the battery, and how something folds together. This is my final render. So you see some of my products. So what kind of design I prefer? My favorite design is Uzi. I think most of them heard about that. It's come from Japan. And you see some products they made. Like their style is kind of simple, natural, and comfortable. They're not colorful. They just choose some color from natural, like the blue or some white, black, these things. And I also like the founder of this brand, who is Kenya Herod. He is a very famous Japanese designer. And you see the poster he made. I think this picture was taken in Bolivia, and I love this. I love the name of this place. It's miraculous mirror of the sky. I think it's the most beautiful place in the world. So you can see that his style is simple and pure and close to natural. So that is also, I have finished here. Okay. This is all about my experience or my thoughts about Asia, and then after graduating from a university, I took plan to America. And these are cities that I I went before Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Boston, and finally I'm in New York. And next, now I'm also taking some extra classes like model making class and product design class in Prague. And this is my first assignment in the model making class. It's called self-description. Like you can see that there are two parts in this model. The one covers and inside. The cover is kind of regular things, just represents my appearance. Like looks like some a good girl, like always obey the rules and like. But my heart is kind of a little crazy. Like I like adventure and I like to go to different places and learn different culture and something like this. I also have some weird ideas sometimes. And this part, which separates from the body, is I want to present it as independence. Although sometimes I need other people's help, but most of the time I want to try to overcome difficulties or something by myself. So this is kind. Thank you.